everyone. Check out our new podcast, Built Daily. This podcast is about discipline, habits, and consistency because success isn't built on motivation. It is built on what you do every single day. Here, we're going to break down real conversation, strip away all the excuses, and challenge you to grow with intentions. If you're ready to stop starting over, if you're ready to build better habits, become more consistent, you're at the right place. I'm David Ambrose with Built Daily Podcast. Let's go. Hi, I'm David Ambrose with Built Daily Podcast. I just want to share with you the importance of being able to start building yourself on a daily basis. If you think about it, when you build a house, you start with the foundation. And with the foundation to building who you are, you got to start with discipline. Discipline is going to be the key ingredient. Most people would like the reward without the work. Most people will want the warmth without the fire. You can't plant the seed and dig it up 3 days later to see is it growing. You got to stay within the process. Built Daily Podcast will be a weekly podcast that we all can work together, be a part of this movement to build better habits, be more consistent, and stay disciplined. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're a parent, whether you're a teacher or an entrepreneur, if you want more discipline, you want better habits, you want stronger faith, you want to grow, stay tuned and lock into this channel, Built Daily. We promise you, this is going to help change your whole outlook on your life. One thing I learned about life from reading a great book from Brian Tracy is that you can change your life when you change your thinking. That's going to be the key, and we're going to build up on those different principles. In order to change your life, you're going to have to change the way you think. You understand? Because your thinking have got you where you are today. You can't go no further than where you are now until you start changing your thinking. In order to grow more, you're going to have to be more. In order to be more, you're going to require more discipline. It's going to require better habits. It's going to require being disciplined. It's going to require being consistency about growth. And then you have to also understand, be cautious of the food you're eating. And I'm not talking about the physical food, the information that's being fed into your brain. Is it helping you grow, or is it confusing you? Then you need to process what you're putting in your mind. Is this making me better, or this is making me depressed? This is making me feel bad. This is making me feel great. Please understand, motivation is just a feeling. Discipline is a structure. You're going to have more discipline to do anything. Discipline to get up in the morning. If you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's got to be disciplined enough to do it all the time. You got to have strong commitments. You don't want to, if you ask a person a question and they said, I'll see. I'll see is not a commitment. I'll see is, I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't know if they're not going to do it. Can you imagine being stuck on a freeway here in Houston? You call somebody and say, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm stuck here on the freeway. Can you help me? And then they said, I'll see. How that makes you feel? You're going to you'll see. It's going to be a yes or a no because you're stuck on a freeway in Houston, Texas. Okay? So you, as a person, want to have strong words, as strong commitment. So if somebody asks you a question, don't give them, let me think about it. I'll see. It's going to be yes or no. And it's okay to learn how to say no. Sometimes saying no is a good thing. Sometimes saying yes is a good thing. And what I've learned about most leaders, most people, great leaders are always going to make good decisions. And they're not afraid to make decisions. Some people cannot make a decision because they're too busy making a decision. You say, how is that? Because when they don't make a decision, they just made a decision not to make a decision. You have to know when your yay is yay and your no is no. Strong commitments bring great leadership. Okay? Nobody want to follow a negative, dull, disillusioned, daggum crybaby. Nobody want to follow a person that's wishy-washy. I always tell my children about this. I'd rather for a person give me a strong freaking no than give me an iffy yes. Just no, be done with it. Or, I don't know, I'm thinking, that's an iffy yes. I don't want an iffy yes, because an iffy yes doesn't give me a commitment. So give me a strong no. Say, no, I'm not interested. No, I'm not going to do it. No, give me that. But I don't want an iffy yes. You follow me? So learn to be committed to what you believe in. If you believe in that, be committed to it. Because that's the only way you're going to grow. Now, if you're wrong about something that you committed to, guess what? Because you're committed to it, you'll learn better. But if you're not committed to it, somebody going to come along and change this, change that, and you'll be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You'll be wishy-washy. The Bible said that's called a double-minded person. Don't know which way to go, don't want which way to, blow. I mean, when I used to have employees, I used to look at employees the way they walk in the door to say, am I going to hire them or not? Are they going to be able to work for me? By simply the way they walk in the door. They walk in the door with their head down, with lack of confidence. They probably won't be able to work with me because I like to exude confidence. Now, they walk in the door unsure of themselves and look like, hey, they want to go somewhere. They just need somebody to help them get there. Yeah, we probably can work with that. So you got to understand how you do anything is how you do everything. 90% of the things that you put out is what you're going to get back. The other 10% going to get lost somewhere. But nevertheless, you're going to have to be able to understand where you want to go. It's going to have to be with clarity. Trust God, lean not to your own understanding, and God will get you there. So we want to process the process, get ourselves to where we want to go, and trust that we can get there. Okay? So again, I'm David Ambrose with Built Daily Podcast. It's going to be an amazing podcast. We're going to be doing great episode each week. We're going to be having guests that talks about their life, how they built their businesses, how they built their life, how they built relationships, how they built their teams, how they built their skill set in the sports they in, how they built just overall what makes them great people. This is what's going to help you. It's true testimonies, not fake testimony. We're going to bring you true testimonies. And those true testimonies is something that you can build upon. And we want you to stay tuned each week and share this video so someone else can level up just like you. Because we know that if you can hear a great word each day, that's going to build upon your life. It's going to add more pieces to what you want to accomplish. So if you know someone, or know someone that want to know someone that want to improve on their life, send them our link, send them share this information so they can start plugging into this. Because like I said, 90% of the people sometimes you meet going to be negative. Why? Or at least 80% of them for sure. Why? Because they listen to 90% of the negative stuff all the time on TV and social media. And, ooh, gloomy me, the world is coming to an end. They have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? 10 years later, they still got that mindset and the world still ain't ended. So we want to be able to help build better people, better teams, better athletes, better business people, better marriages, just overall better children. You know what I'm saying? We want our children to have that optimistic mindset because can you imagine the challenges your child go through from school, from home, different things like that? Right now, my daughter's on a venture of getting in college to play volleyball. Okay, just think about this. She's passionate, committed, on want to go to HBCU. That has been her biggest challenge, and yet that's her biggest passion. Think about that. Her biggest passion is her biggest challenge. What do you mean? Getting into HBCU school to want to play volleyball. Communicating with coaches. Some contact you back. Some don't. Some say they got what they need. Some don't. It's a challenge and yet it's a passion. But guess what it does for her? It gets her to be stronger to understand this is the process of being able to grow in life. Because one thing she know for sure, I teach her the law of large numbers. And when you say, what's the law of large numbers? You're looking for the person that's looking for you. That's all. If there's 2,000 or 3,000 schools out there got a volleyball team, well, you're just looking for that one that's looking for you. And that's the one that you're looking for. So you don't worry about all the coaches that say, no, you don't fit our program. Oh, we have this, we have that. You're looking for that coach saying, wow, you are everything I'm looking for. I've been looking for you. I've been coaching for 30 years and I haven't seen nobody like you. You're looking for that coach. And that coach is looking for someone like you where it's, wow, coach, I've been looking for you. I've been looking for a coach that loves a setter that get in the gym early, leave late, love to passionate about a life, love Christ. You know, that's how life works. I don't sweat small things. Some people say, what's the small thing? All of the small things, you're sweating it. Overlook those things and go to the things that you're looking for. Most people don't accomplish majority of the stuff is because they always look at the negative side. And when I was teaching and training people in overcoming rejection or sales, they always say, everybody told me no. I mean, I asked the question, how many people did you talk to? 10 people told you no. Yeah. So all 10 told you no. Yes. So that's everybody. I said, let me ask you a question. How many people's in your cell phone? Probably got almost 2,000 people in your cell phone, 1,500. I don't care. Let's say it's 500. So did 500 people in your cell phone tell you no? No, I ain't coming. Well, everybody ain't told you no. You told yourself no. And then you repeated it 10 times. And that's why everybody told you no. You speak those things to be. You got to overcome objections. Objections are there, put there to see how bad you want something. That's the only thing they're there for. How bad do you want it? That's what they're for. You give up on the first cough, there's no way in the world you're going to accomplish anything. You're going to have to see things differently. You got to start seeing the cup full. And when it's filled up, pour into someone else. I mean, you have learned enough from that. Pour that in someone else and fill your cup up with some more information until you keep, and hopefully that person you pour into can pour that information to someone else. That's the key. It's kind of like paying it forward. Again, I'm David Ambrose with Built Daily Podcast. Stay tuned for our next episode. Building it day by day.